everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action with Greg Anthony. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got the Monster, Wilson out there with Cowboy. Then there's the Miracle Man, and it's Leonard in at the shooting guard. And for the Nets, Irving is out there with Harden, and it's Durant. Then there's Griffin, and it's Scott in at the 3, the small forward.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greats in NBA history. Jet, what do you have him ranked among all-time scorers?
He's got to be in the top 3. I don't think we've seen a guy like him. Yeah,
top 3.
Yeah, his ability to score with the ease, the easiness of his scoring. Like LeBron will be a top scorer of all time, but he doesn't score as easy as Kevin Durant.
Well, he doesn't have the jump shot. Like, we've never seen a guy at 7 feet. Because even Dirk was a 7-footer who could really shoot.
Yeah.
But Dirk couldn't break you down off the dribble.
Couldn't break you down off the
He
dribble.
wasn't shooting step-back threes and all the stuff. He didn't have the
Kevin Durant
repertoire.
took Dirk's move and said, I could do it too.
Yeah.
Did the one-legged.
Then who's also in that conference? He said 3.
Easiest scorers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He scored easily. And Wilt Chamberlain would be easily.
Michael will be up in there.
And Michael, yeah. I would imagine at this point in his career, all Irving wants to do is win. All he's got to do now is prove himself as a leader.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. From 18 feet away, offensive rebound.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's the Monster. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kenny, your career saw the expansion of the NBA as the league added several new teams. How did expansion change the league and change for the players when you were on the floor?
Well, probably Greg could answer this better because he had to move out of the country.
Yeah.
When expansion came in with the
Grizzlies,
Vancouver. So how did that feel?
Wow, hammering it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. The Nets working the ball around now. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Got that one up quick. Wilson's got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the kid picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
To the inside, here's Irving. You know, every player has that moment when they know it's their last season in the league. Their body tells them, the mind probably leads them in that direction. Did you know, Kenny, when it was time to retire?
When the paycheck stopped coming, I was like, I think it's time to give it up.
No, your body, right?
Oh, my body.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that was one reason. But then there's a play in basketball when you get a steal. You take a picture back to see who's chasing you. And when you realize when you're young, guys don't chase you. They have that body language. They're not coming after you. But when you turn around and they all have that body language like they're coming after you, yeah, it's time to retire.
Man, the funny thing for me, being more of a defensive player, I never forget, it was a loose ball, like at half court, and I was like 5-6 feet from it. And I looked at it and I said to myself, can I get that? And by the time I processed it,
it was gone.
It was
gone.
I went home and cried that night. True story, because I knew
really
time to hang him up, baby.
Yeah. How old were you?
I was 34.
You know who the real guy made me retire?
Who?
Darryl Armstrong. It was a preseason game. I was with Detroit, and this guy full pressured me, and I couldn't really bring the ball. I couldn't bring the ball up. I couldn't bring it up. I had to let somebody else bring the ball up. He was pressuring me. I was like, I was tired.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And it's often said this is an era of player empowerment in the NBA. Jet, do you think things are different from when we played?
Oh, for sure. Because of social media, because of the access to travel, players are more connected more than any other time. They do things off the court that we never did off the court. First time I met Greg was in a barbershop, you know, like by happenstance. We weren't planning on meeting him.
Yeah.
The difference back.
Mike the Barber, shout out Mike the Barber.
Mike Dean, made 2K. Well, you know what? Because if you go back to like our era, like I used to tell people, like you could be the best guard on the East Coast, and you may have never seen the best guard on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have it. Like nowadays, these kids grow up competing against each other
All the time.
and they see each other on a regular
From a
basis.
very early age.
And players today know their value.
Yes.
They know what their value is to their franchise.
Here's Miracle Man. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Swiped it away. One-on-one fast break. And that one is hammered home.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Harden, it's deflected. They recover it. Here's Scott, tries again. The shot, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
For the players, NBA contracts are guaranteed, but we also see performance incentives. I'm sure that's got to be a motivator, right, with those incentives in that contract.
If that motivates you to play, then something's wrong with you, an incentive.
Because you should love it.
Because the guaranteedness of being there and the wanting to win should motivate you anything more than anything else.
And honestly, like, most guys, and this sounds crazy, but they don't really know all the language in the contract. They just know it's got a G at the end of it. It's guaranteed. Because, like, you really don't think about that stuff, and you sure as heck don't think about it in the heat of the battle.
His shot is good, scores his third basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
So effective at navigating the floor in transition. Harden is terrific at torching you in the open floor.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid. From the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
55 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Bayless, and the basket is good.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Brooklyn ball. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Knocked away. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. All alone. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Outside Griffin. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Griffin has battled knee injuries during his career, but his persistence is incredible. Still a nightly double-double threat.
20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's the professor. Can't connect from short range.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more, you're right. And the foul called on ABC. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. This is his third trip to the free throw line. Griffin hits them both. 6 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Leonard gets it to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
No good on that one. And so it's the visiting team in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day, and how can we bring
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. They've got ABC. Thunder is out there with the kid. Then it's Magician. And it's the professor in at the pivot spot manning the middle. The offensive rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Kenny, when you came into the NBA as a rookie, was there a veteran who stepped in? To become your mentor?
My first coach, Bill Russell, was
He was your mentor?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You know, which is even funnier, like the former players in North Carolina were my mentors because we played
some of those guys?
Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins, Walter Davis.
That's like a Hall of Fame class.
Yeah. I mean, all those guys
Wow.
were still in the league, and they would come back and they would tell stories about what it takes to be in the NBA and how you got to stay there. So those were my mentors.
And you
more than
drank
one.
in every word.
Oh, every
Yeah,
second,
right.
yeah.
Timeout called the Nets.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. There's Bayless with the three. Rebound by Tyler.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Gary.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Stolen by Wilson. Here's Rain Man, rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Allen outside, kicks to Bayless. Looking to end the run. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And this summer, Vince Carter retiring after his 22nd NBA season. That's a record for longevity in the game. Kenny, he's closer to our age than he is to some of his teammates.
Yeah, that's amazing. A guy could do it at this level so long and really help the team instead of just be on the team. He's an incredible athlete. That dedication and willingness is just rolled over into time.
Never had to be the main guy at this stage of his career, always wanting to supplement, help, tutor, mentor, and he stayed healthy.
Stayed healthy, that's the key.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Griffin. And James Harden subbed in for Allen. Bayless's shot is off. Gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. And Durant sends it back.
Over the past few years, Durant's gotten a lot more attention for his defense, and rightly so.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Fires the 3. They get it back. Miracle Man. Here's the professor.
Kevin Durant. That's his first personal foul. At the line, number 35, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And so he hits both. Nets trail by 20. A floater. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Warriors.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
ABC passes to the professor. Inside. The rebound by the Nets. And Kenny, great to have you on the show as always. You got to come back soon. Promise us you'll come back soon.
I'm coming back next week.
Good.
I am not, there's more food down here. It's friendly about here. It's more room, man.
More
I
air.
can't wait to be
You
here.
get a little
More air, everything, man. Everything's more down here.
What a pleasure it was to have Kenny joining us outdoors. He's been in the business for a long, long time.
Boy, as great as Kenny Smith was on the basketball court, he was a tremendous guard, a championship guard. He's been equally impressive off of it. This guy's a mainstay in the studio, Emmy Award winner, truly a special treat.
That's good from Outlaw. 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Here's Gary. Here's the Monster. Makes it off the glass. The Monster's got his first basket.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Harden outside. From the arc. Rebound by Tyler. Tyler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Rain Man. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Here's Outlaw. An easy 2 points on the layup. Outlaw's got his second bucket of the night.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
At the line, Tyler. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Got a hand on it. And they're pushing it up. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He hits both from the stripe.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And so it's the visiting team in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to...
And gracing us with his presence once again after his stirring performance with the live crew. At least that's what the card I'm reading says, and it was written by the always terrific Kenny Smith.
Well, you know what it was. You called it the...
And now with the second half about to get...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
They've got Scott. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 1 spot. So that's the Nets 5. And it's Griffin with the rebound. The Nets shooting not great, 40% for the game. Harden, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Yep, that one goes in there. And that's now 10 points for Leonard.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Irving. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
come on. That is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
And the Nets making a change here. Bayless is checked in.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Nets. There we go, fans. That was your Brooklyn Nets. Give it up. One shot.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player. And in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorite to watch.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Irving. 13 points in the game. Outside, KD. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And again, it's the Nets missing. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the left wing. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Backcourt violation. One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Nets shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Harden outside. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Bayless. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's take a look at some of the leaders of the NBA. These point guards have been shooting lights out during the last month. Take a look at Miracle Man, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Thunder. A few spots down. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
You know, that intelligence is really their hallmark. Always taking the smart shot, never forcing it when it's not there. You know, that's how they're able to keep their percentages so high. That and the fact that they can flat out shoot it.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in. Both free throws good from Bayless. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And the rebound goes to Griffin. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Offensive rebound. It's deflected, and he recovers it. That one goes in. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in this second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And he jams it with authority.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Now Bayless, 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. That's tipped.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's ABC. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Rain Man, covered by Outlaw. Augustine with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Can they get it? Not enough on that one as it misses. Gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. To the middle. Here's ABC. Another shot. Augustine grabs the board.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
The shot's good from Bayless.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
The professor, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Lynette shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's his third foul of the game. Scotty's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in. For Allen. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
Look at Harden. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Ball stolen. And stolen by Outlaw. Three-pointer. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Outlaw. Harden's got 11 points.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon. Not surprised. at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rebound by Tyler. Doing so well, 63% the offense working as one cohesive unit. And Leonard gets it to go.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. With 2 seconds left, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And so it's the visiting team out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Cowboy is out there with the monster. Then it's the kid. Then it's Thunder. And it's Wilson in at the small forward position. Yep, it counts. And it's 6 points for the monster.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Harden on the wing. Outside, Jones. Got a piece of it. Passes it to Tyler. You know, Doris, I've heard some experts say, you look at the 6-foul limit, the NBA is basically the only sports that takes stars off the floor. Doris, what would you think if they just tacked on an extra free throw instead?
Kevin, I absolutely hate the idea. The best defensive teams at any level of basketball guard at a high level without fouling. There's the drama aspect of a player being in foul trouble, either at the start of the game or down the stretch. It has an impact on strategy. It's something that I'm a traditionalist on. I think the 6-foul rule should remain in the game.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so he hits both. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. The pass to Oliver. Over Wilson. And the Nets miss again. Here's Miracle Man. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Pass to Oliver. Pass to Roby. Shot clock at 6. Rob. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Irving misses.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Leonard with the bucket.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
On its way from Irving for 2, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Power down with both hands.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And with small ball catching on, it's the rare team, Doris, that looks to go big and play bully ball. Why hasn't that approach been more popular?
Well, to me, Kevin, the NBA game is one that's in constant evolution. So right now the emphasis is three-point shooting, free throw opportunities, and restricted area opportunities. That seems to be the most efficient way to play the game of basketball. On the defensive end, what that requires is positionless players, guys in the post who can guard the perimeter, switchability. Oh, gentlemen. Woo! My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. Here's Craig. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Craig. He can't hit that time. Wilson the pass to Miracle Man. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
At the line, number 1, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Doris, we saw the All-Star game playing to a target score down the stretch. And some think in years to come, the NBA may adopt it for the overtime periods. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you this, Kevin. That All-Star game, I was absolutely riveted to my television. The action was compelling. The defense was compelling. I can't say I've ever experienced that in an All-Star game. I think it's something you have to take a hard look at.
And the foul goes on the Magician. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Jones. Allen surveying the D, and it's blocked. Outside Wilson. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Right now we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find that?
Well, I think that whether NBA players or professional athletes in any sport know it or not, they are looked to as examples, as role models. And so I think everybody wins in this situation, Kevin. The players, the fans themselves, many of whom are dealing with the similar challenges. So, listen, life is not easy. Wherever you can get help, go and take it. I love this initiative from the NBA.
And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And Allen drops them both. Gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the 4th quarter. Terrific shooting.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He hits the 2nd from the line. Gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter. Really getting it done.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he makes the 1st.
That's his 4th personal foul.
He's perfect from the line this time. Doris, as we've seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues. Some will say, "Oh, what a dunk!"
Look out below!
Wow. And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Good on both. There's 1:54 left in the 4th.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
It's the Nets now, and that's an intentional foul.
That's his 5th personal foul. Shooting for Brooklyn.
He misses the free throw.
2 shots.
He doesn't get the 2nd one, being a scorching 68% in the game. Leonard, no luck. And so Allen will bring it up for the Nets, and he commits the intentional foul. That one is off.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Miracle Man.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And so they foul intentionally. The first free throw is good. And Allen drops them both. Here's Miracle Man, and he converts the layup. Miracle Man's got 44.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up. He might as well sit back and enjoy this one.
The professor's checked in for Tyler. And the second free throw, good.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Here's Miracle Man, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd.
Two.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. The ball with incredible accuracy, 68% so far. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
2 shots, foul.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line.
And the first one drops.
Number 1. 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. And now we've got the intentional foul. That free throw, no good.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Oliver.
Good on the second free throw. And another one.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And an intentional foul right there. The first one falls.
At the line for your Nets,
And he makes both free throws. Connects again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
shooting for Brooklyn,
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And the foul on the monster. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. The professor's checked in for the monster, and he can't hit the second. Kicks it out to Allen. The second chance effort doesn't get it to drop for him.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Miracle Man, defended by Allen.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And he can't get the first one. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Leonard attacking.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
At the line for 2.
Leonard hits them both. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
And Allen drops them both. Here's Miracle Man, defended by Allen. It's good. Miracle Man's got 60.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
He hits the second from the line. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He got it again. Sensational. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And he commits the intentional foul. No good on that one.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
And he's good on the second. Passes it to Leonard. Right wing. And there's the pass to Money. To the paint. Here's the professor. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Leonard attacking. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Wilson. Here's Miracle Man. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Here's Miracle Man. And at last, they get one to fall.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And so they foul intentionally. He's off on the first.
At the line for your next.
And he sinks the second. Here's Miracle Man. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his third personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line. Number 1.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful